Hello, Dark Knights of Heaven here, and welcome back to Code Vein. So, a few things. I went off and farmed, and, you know, I kind of did what I said I'd do in the last did my recordings, and when I, last streamed. The guy from the boss fight, the one wearing the red coat, he was here, and he had me go kill an enemy, and he gave me an item, which was, I was like, oh, that's nice. And if we check my map progression, like, I went and basically explored everything. For instance, 100%, 100%, 100%. That's 3 areas 100%ed, so feeling good about that. The reason we're here is we now have to go to one of the difficult areas to explore. I call it difficult because it's the water level. It's like the whole entire thing with, like, Dark Souls 2 where you have to look down to watch to see where you're going. And the main reason I'm streaming this early is mainly I was up. Oh yeah, also I'm using 2 guns and I have the Venom buff on one of my weapons. And I'm using the I think it's the Dark class right now. The Dark Seeker. I'm using the Dark Seeker class right now. Mainly because since this is basically since this class focuses on using Venom, I have the Venom trap and the Venom attack. I would have the Venom buff, but I have the since I have Venom actually on my bayonet, I don't actually need it. I also collected a shit ton of otherworldly materials, or sorry, old materials. The trade at the guy back when you fought the first boss for items, because I need Mia's gun. Because, Blue Rose here is going to be a, range class. And I was actually thinking about maybe changing it from Blue Rose to Ivory Blue Rose. Mainly because I like the sound of that a bit better.
Are we going to wait for him to pass or what?
And I actually might make that change, during when I upload it on YouTube. But I won't be uploading the series until after I've finished the first, you know, as soon as I finish this series on, you know, stream and whatnot is when I'll be uploading it. And I'm mainly taking my time, I'm using that time, like, in between the, you know, after I'm done streaming, I'll go and edit one of the videos, try my best, like, make it, you know, at least watchable. And hopefully everyone will like it. Now, normally if you want to get the elevator down there, the work, you have to do a whole entire parkour. Funny enough, unlike all my other attempts, I didn't die this time via the parkour, so we're still on a no-die run. I haven't died yet, but that could easily change with this next level. Also, when more people show up, I'm actually going to ask if people want me to remove the blood veil or not, like to turn it off temporarily until, like, we get a better one. Because I don't mind this one, but it's yo, dummy, I'm at work right now, so I can't exactly pay too much attention to or chat. I know! The stream's gonna be going for a long while. So, just focus on your work, and you can come by when you're off work. Have fun at work, by the way. I like it, it's just, yo, dummy! One item nearby. I've also added more items to my belt, the regen and the Ichor concentrate. So I hate this area, but at the same time, I love this area. Yep, cutscene time. We should be meeting Mia soon. Soon.
Just cut straight through the mist. It'll take a bit more than that to keep us from getting lost.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm planning to maybe stream to like 7. Because I'm like, I feel fully energized right now.
Oh, this? It's called onigiri. It's a kind of food that's easy.
Onigiri.
Not that there's any point in eating food for a revenant. Although we may thirst for blood, we never grow hungry. Still, I think that makes eating all the more meaningful for us. We fight. We drink blood. We revive. We fight some more. Our lives are pretty much one endless loop.
It may be a hard game, Daves, but
We'll almost forget.
I love this game.
We're all human once. If I completely lost the memory of my human past,
Also, welcome,
I wouldn't
Daves.
be me anymore. I would just be something in the shape of me. I'd look like a revenant, but on the inside, I'd be no different than the lost.
Well, you still be focusing on work.
I served in the army back before I became a revenant.
Hmm.
We always used to eat these things when we were out on missions. I guess it helps me remember. It was a miserable time, but I made some good friends that I shouldn't let myself forget. This stuff doesn't really taste that great, but eating it always reminds me of those friends. So,
This game has great character development.
stay me. It's been an important companion in my life.
Honestly, I still need a Code Vein anime. I need it so badly.
Okay, all set.
Let's go, Louie.
Come on, let's get going.
Good morning.
Let's bring up ahead.
Good morning, Wild Kitten. Ray.
Be careful not to lose your bearings, all right? If we get split up in this mist, we may never be able to find each other again.
You're only here to get out of the house.
I think we can operate this thing.
The last time I got lost in the game. Well, I actually had a series going on this before, but I took a break from it and then had took a break from it. It was for a whole entire month. Why aren't you king?
I can see well enough in the dark.
And after a month of time, I completely forgot where I was also going. So it's like I started kind of the series over, and I'm doing a run of the game for each ending. Because well, I also got to do a fourth one for Dragon Ace because he wants me to do a Naruto one.
You pick up something we can use?
You make a character look similar to a Naruto character one time.
No harm in being prepared.
Gotta watch the areas closely. Okay, you take your time to wake up and lurk. Meow. I'm mainly just searching this entire area because I'm trying to 100. So you have been fair on it. The first time I played this, I was on PlayStation 4, and I had actually beaten the game, but I never got the true ending of the endings. This character, I'm going for the bad ending, which so far is my favorite ending. So. The characters I have planned are Blue Rose, which I'm playing now, Red Queen, and Mad Violet. Those are the three main ones for the endings I'm going for. Also, if my voice sounds a bit weird, it's because I also just woke up. I had time to eat breakfast. So I ate breakfast, did some dishes, worked out a little bit, and it's like, okay, let's start a stream. Thank you, Daves, for the follow.
Can't say I'd like to stick around long.
My job switched over, and they don't actually work right now, but I also kind of where there's something. Use Magic Mirror, right? Yeah. Magic Mirror. That's what I use. I just add mine 6 feet a bit. You make your screen transparent? No, I think you found a feature I didn't know it was. Well, now I gotta mess with Magic. Well, when I was first messing with Magic Mirror, I didn't mess with it a whole too lot because I was worried about messing up my settings that I liked already. But I'll look into that transparent screen.
Here's a fight that
Oh, the fucking murder balls.
What is that giant sea urchin?
Wait, those are sea urchins? Ah, no wonder SpongeBob hates these.
No harm in being prepared.
What was best weapon in the game? It really depends. I really like using the guns.
You have to take whatever you can use. Let's keep it up.
Get that little map. It really does depend what weapon you want to use. Oh yeah, I have the one of the if you're looking for a good early one-handed sword, I would recommend this sword, mainly because it's a drop from an enemy, and if you do its heavy attack, you do a slash that will travel a bit. I've seen a lot of people, and one of my runs I plan on doing is going to be like a heavy build where I use the heavy weapons. But it really depends on what your class is, what you prefer to like. I prefer using range style. Like Mad Violet's going to be my magic caster, and I love magic. The equivalent class to a magic caster. This character is more of a ranger. Oh, I just got the assassin class. Sitting there talking about stuff, I was like, oh, got an assassin class. Jolly murder! But, because I'm a range class, I'm using dexterity. I think it's part of the reason I'm past here. I've been using fire as well. But I'm logged into the Lego world and my entire inventory was completely blank. I left and came back and it was still blank, so we lost like 100. Oh, no. When you left, your bag spawned right at your base, and I was worried of it despawning, so I put it in chests. I didn't use your amber though. Your wood should be in the wood chest, by the way. I essentially put your stuff away and just did not touch it. Yeah. Later on, there's a sword later in the game that's like a fire, one-handed sword if you want to go for that. Daves? Well, you could have said something on Discord. I was worried the game fucked me over. No, I meant to message you, and then I just forgot. So that's a bit oopsie on my part. Come on, back attack. Damn it, I missed it. Yeah, let's find all the loot. That's mainly what I'm here for. Oh, there's a chest. Loot. I like lootations. And back attack. Oh, I love seeing the damage. GXM variant +3. It's more of a strength one. It's terrible for my class. I know there's one of the queen. I like using one of the queen classes that you can get later. True. Pyromancy for life. I was actually thinking about doing the Red Queen a bit of fire and strength build. Because they split the kind of magic types into dark and light. And it's like some of the fire skills are light, but then some of them are dark. It's like, game, kind of make up your mind a bit.
Looks the same everywhere.
No, this way before I was just checking. This items like the sit there and not be found. Yakumo just yelling from just over there. Hold on, I'm coming this way. It's like, I know Yakumo. Have you been farming the dungeon bosses? in the depths. Because if you haven't, you're missing out on material farming. That's one of the tips when I first played I didn't figure out, and when I needed materials badly. Anyway, no offense, but I'm going to go since I'm literally just sitting here and I'm not even working. Yeah, you should... Yes, okay. And that's like a big thing you don't want to mess up on is... also, a trick to getting Iker fast, and it's very risky, see you later. See you later, Dragon Ice. If you're really needing, hey, that's when I play a joke game. That's my name on joke games. It's Dork Nexies. Cause I'm a dork and I love it. Anyhow, well, I'm more of a nerd, but anyhow. Anyhow, if you really need Iker pretty badly, go farm one of the previous, like one of the first depths you go, and then stack up on Queen Iron, and that sells for quite a bit. So that's usually one of my tactics to actually earn Iker pretty well, is to sit there and farm the Queen Iron, and then I'll sell a big chunk of it, while keeping the amount I might need for upgrades. I mean, sure, you only get, like, maybe two, I think it's, like, 2 Queen Iron each time, but at the same time, you're getting Iker from the boss, you're getting Iker by selling the metal. It all kind of works out.
Don't run too far ahead.
Please not be the one with Mia. Okay, it's not the one with Mia. I'm waiting for that one. I just need the light. Oh, it's one of the memories.
That's a real gem. Ah, now I can see how far we've gone.
Nice. Light it up. Again, I will say, I hate this level, but at the same time, I love it. I love it. It gives me a sense of when I played Dark Souls in the past. It reminds me of the one, not Anor Londo, but New Londo. It reminds me of New Londo, and where you had to open up the giant gate to drain the water. That's probably why I like this level a little bit, but at the same time, it's like I'm getting like Dark Wraith vibes. Plasma cartridge. This one, there was another. Yeah, because there's got to be one of the map reveals here. Oh, I missed over here? Damn. Who's your favorite companion so far? Dave's. I usually bring Mia with me. Because whether I'm close range or also long range, she can tend to distract enemy bosses long enough for me. Same. Plus, I always feel because she's on the cover of the game, and if you watch the intro to the game, she feels like she's kind of the main character. Like if you weren't there. One of the other kind of major reasons I'd bring her with me is like she has so much story in the game. It's like, okay, she's definitely one of the main characters, but I mean main character as in her story feels like it's the one you should be focusing on the most.
Nice to have a landmark to use.
Of course, at some point, you do unlock the ability to get Io as a companion, and she's actually pretty good. I'm sorry for spoilers if you're not that far ahead. I can't remember when she's available as a companion, that's the thing. It's usually one of the things you come back and check, and it's like, oh, you're suddenly a companion now. A Bulgarily doll. I pronounced that right. What's your favorite Blood Veil so far? Because there's Claw. Yeah, it's Claw, Spear, Hound, and Blades. My favorites is Blades. Mainly because Blades are the best for spell casting. Or like most of the high damaging spell casting gift ones are for Blades.
Is this some sort of convention for him?
It is a convention. Oh, I found Sake. What spell you use? One of my favorite spells is from I think it's the Queen's Ribcage. It's a giant laser.
That's one fight down.
It's like a giant electric laser. It's like really fun to use.
That's a real gem.
Ooh, a region. That's why you always search the map. Let's try not to progress in the stories. Let's just go on exploration. I know where my last playthrough that I had done stopped around when I think was going to the big city. Not the big city, but I just used the statue and went to the Hellish area. I call it the Hellish area because it can be quite difficult if you don't know where you're going. Because like there's like right at the gate, close to where you start at, there's invasion, and then it's just all the big ones. I'm at level 33. Wait, you're at level 33? I'm at level 41 right now.
Can't say I'd like to stick around.
And I actually didn't do as much farming as I tend to do in Code Vein. Funny enough. I at least know that one place that I was referring to that my last playthrough stopped at, I recommend going level 50 there. Even though it's a main story plot place, if you're under leveled, that place will just absolutely murder you. But at the same time, I also got to take into accountability of my ability to dodge. Sometimes I'm not good at dodging.
Not great in tight quarters.
Oh, he's got his way under. He's poisoned. Ooh, an awake MJ018.
There are friends. Hey, that's
Nether Atlas. Oh, that's Yakumo's. Let's see.
we're bogged down here.
Yeah, but I know Spear's really good. There's a very good Strength Spear one like later in the game. It really sometimes your class, what class you go, depends on what blood veil you'll use sometimes, and I know Spear is usually 10 for the Rangers or the range class, which is one of the reasons I love using Spear. But I cannot get Spear's timing down for parries. It's one of the downsides I have about it. Like Claws, I almost got it completely down. But sometimes I just don't. I forget the parry. I think I actually had an entire run of the game that I did on the PlayStation, on my PlayStation 4 when I played it. That was before I was streaming. I had done played the entire game without parrying. I'm on the part where it's dark and there's and they're watching you from top and you get hand pushed by slime. I think I remember that one. There's a... Yep, I knew there was something.
We were mauled to death like
Assassin, Vestige, Part B. This might be Mia's trigger. I see the tree, back out. There's tree, back out. Go explore. I like how that's how I can tell my progression. There's the tree that way. Do not go that way. Oh wait, I think I explored everything else first. Huh, okay, back to the tree.
Your healing doesn't look too good.
I know my healing not doing so good. I will say, the slime does get annoying sometimes, especially in larger groups. Wacos? Oh, you know, the cutscene is here. I just gotta get close to tree. Can I grab... I thought I could grab the vestige before. Time for Mia. Yes, I do lock onto the enemies. Especially if it's just one of them. If it's group, I tend not to use the lock on. But if it's just like one of them, definitely use it because it helps you watch their movements better.
The spring's flow. Just hold on. Give me a moment.
Louis, even though I swear the way his name is spelled, it should be Lewis. But they pronounce it Louis in game.
What's going on here?
We have to go back to the old city ruins. There must be something we missed there. Anyway, let's get going.
There she is. Oh yeah, it also helps with bosses.
That's awfully bold.
Listen.
I don't want to ask this question because if I ask this question, I feel like it might be a spoiler, but I'll ask it anyhow. Have you fought the boss that revives?
You're too late.
Okay. Because if I remember, that's where you get the queen's rib cage. Nicola.
Nicola! What are you doing out here? Because you...
He's on the verge of a frenzy. That's why you want the blood beads, isn't it?
If you lay a finger on him, I'll carve out your heart.
Here, take this. That's for him. Give it to him quick.
Oh man,
No,
I just think
you haven't had any...
Mia and Nicola's story, man,
Don't be
it makes me
silly.
cry.
Go on, it's for you.
The symptoms aren't fading. Why?
What perk do you use?
It's not that's all.
Perk.
I just have to find more for him.
You mean what skills do I have currently equipped, or?
Hey, come on. Going out on your own is crazy.
Thanks for your
What's the
concern.
main one?
You'll
What's
help
the
me
like
out.
kind of class I'm using?
Come
or
on,
like,
let's go.
Special move. I think I use. Special move. I think I have like the electric weapon on. I have. Oh,
Yeah.
are you,
No.
okay. Let me ask this:
Let's go
are you
out.
talking about the passive skills, or because you say special move, and my brain just gets confused because I woke up. I started the stream as soon as I woke up. Yeah. Oh yes. I'm currently using Revenant's Greed, so I get more items. Dexterity up. Blood Draining Venom. If enemies are poisoned, I get Iker back. It's actually very good for ranged characters. Ice buff. Applies ice when I'm focused. I should probably have Venom buff. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm using Venom Trap, Venom Shot, Phantom Assault. I'm using Spoil Spotter, Lightning Weapon, blood sacrifice, and vivification. You always want to have vivification on. Let's get this.
Like I even
The main reason you kind of need vivification is so you can like warp the places.
Are you kidding me, Yakumo?
Did I already pull this? No, I didn't. Pull the lever, Crunk! And that gets... So you're not using fire? I was gonna use fire for Red Queen. I'm playing Blue Rose. For my Red Queen playthrough, I was planning on using fire.
This lever looks important.
Wait, don't I need a key for this?
Look, the
No,
water's low.
it drains the water. Oh no, that is the way to go. I tend to use fire on my strength characters. Because can't remember if that. I know there's
So much lighter.
there's
Pick up
the
something we
sword
can
I was
use.
telling you about, that's the fire sword. Automatically is fire, and you don't really have to apply the fire buff to it. But later on, there's a gun that's also fire. Well, the gun later on straight up is a fucking flamethrower. Ooh. It hurts way more when you realize where that claw's going.
No harm in being prepared.
Rusted, Solace key. Which is for this, I think. Yeah. I'm actually gonna use one of the
Now we can travel
regens. Because I have, like, plenty stored up.
Water was still here.
Vivifier. One of the bugs. Use my sword. I love that slash attack. I will say I used to do early game instead of this sword before I found out that the enemy enemy that has this weapon could drop it. I would use Louis' sword, the red one. By giving them a bunch of fire takes half their health, then it's a 2-hit. Sometimes fire does half their health. Sometimes. Not all the time. I would play the DLCs, but I don't have them. That is another thing. But mainly, the main reason I'm probably not gonna end up getting the DLCs because they kind of don't add any story. The only thing they kind of add is that they add different outfits for Louis and Mia that you can get. Like if you get like the fire DLC and you actually manage to beat the boss, you can like you have to get some amount of points for fighting the boss. You can get like a fire outfit for Mia and Louis and like all your companions. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind that, but at the same time it's like so all the DLCs are is just arena fights. I just know I have just the base game. I don't have the definitive edition. If you have like say the definitive edition, you get the DLC with it, or you should get the DLC with it. Because these guys suck.
Choose your flanks well. Bring it any time.
Because they also apply slow. Yeah, I was worried about this.
Feeling better?
I just know I heard one of the biggest complaints about the DLC is that one of the arena bosses that you can straight up fight is too big for the camera for you to see all their attacks. And hearing a complaint like that's like, okay, I'm avoiding the electric because I got mine on sale on Xbox ages ago. Ah. But enough, I think I also got Code Vein on sale. Like I think I managed to like get the base Code Vein for like $7 to maybe $5 when it was on sale. Because they like had a huge deal going. Oh wait, oh I remember now. I got Code Vein. I bought Code Vein with a package. I got it Code Vein, God Eater 1, 2, and 3. That's what I got it with. actually need to go finish my God Eater series now that I realize, because I had almost 749. Oh, that's a pretty good. You might have got just the base then. Because if it's like the definitive, I think it would have been at least like 12 if it was on sale. And backstab. I used to be able to, like, always get the backstab done on these guys, like, immediately. Is it a long game? It's a really long game if you're going for the true ending, because you have to, before each of the major bosses, you have to gather all the fragments, and, like, all the fragments that go with the boss, and then use them. If you don't, you get, if you don't use any of them, and you don't save any of the bosses, because you have a chance to save them, you pretty much are locked into the bad ending. If you at least save one, you're locked into the normal ending, and so it's kind of one of those things where it really depends if you're collecting everything. If you're collecting everything, then yeah, it's a long game. But if you don't die and you're like making pretty good progress, I would say maybe the game's up to maybe 20 hours, I want to say. And that's like, you know, if you're constantly playing it as well. Like, it's really different. It's really, I'm not good at telling time, so I really couldn't give you a hard tell on how long the game is. I just know it's a game that's good for replays. Like, if you want to like start a new game and you want to have just a blast playing it, this is one of those games that you can have a blast just playing. Get some micro back as well. Oh, Assassin Vestige Part A. I think I almost got all the Assassin Vestiges. Is there a Game Plus? There is New Game Plus on it. So if you want to, you can, after you can, like, say, get one of the endings, New Game Plus your character, and then get one of the other endings. Which I've actually never played New Game Plus on this game, so. Oh, I poisoned the urchin. Part of the reason I like poison is that once the enemy's already poisoned, if you apply more poison to them, those will take even more damage. Nice. I just know, you definitely want to get all of the fragments for Coco, for her vestiges. So you, oh, I got the prayer shawl. Please have high dexterity. Damn it! It's more built for spell casting, but it's a blade. It's one of the blade ones. You did Bloodborne on all pluses. This game reminds me of that game. I have not New Game Plus Bloodborne myself, even though I do have it. I beat it once, and I was using the Blades of Mercy. I was using a Blades of Mercy poison build. Honestly, because that's just what my build turned into. I miss my blades. I miss my Blades of Mercy. I know. I just know I don't have the DLC for Bloodborne, and it took. In games I used to be terrible at parrying, but now I'm actually kind of good at it a bit, mainly because of Bloodborne taught me how to parry, because you had to time it right with the guns. It's like, thank you, Bloodborne Sensei. All this pain and torment I've gone through just trying to parry one guy has saved me.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
You love using Axe and Holy Blade? I a strength character, and I was using the axe with that character. I wanted to do one character that was a bluntage build that went with the gun, like the gun spear is what I really wanted to use. But I just could. The one issue I always had with my Blade of Mercy build is I never had enough ammo to, like I would purposely have to go farm ammo, or go to an area where I know I could farm enemies, and not, you know, it'd be simple, and then I would just buy a shit ton of ammo because I kept running out, and I would do the same if I ran out of blood vials, which I mean you kind of have to do. That game I miss. I need there to be a Bloodborne 2 already. I've seen like concepts of people saying that what would happen in the second game. And all I can think is, man, I liked Elden Ring, mainly because it was just made from software. That's all it takes for me to like the game, because, you know, I love Dark Souls, I love Sekiro. I finally beat Sekiro for the first time. That was another game that, thanks to playing Bloodborne, I got good at. What else was there? One of the concepts I saw was like, what if the Bloodborne was, the second Bloodborne game was an open world Bloodborne game? And I'm like, I think an open world Bloodborne has maybe some potential. And that, like, part of the reason, I actually bought Lords of the Fallen. I bought mine on Epics. Is that one of the bosses that they showed in a screenshot looks like something from Bloodborne. I'm like, hey, that reminds me of Bloodborne. I was like, now this piques my interest. I also need to finish playing Lords of the Fallen. There's just some games I have started and just have not finished. Mainly because I was like, I needed to break from the game and needed to switch to something else. And then I just kind of was like, it's like, I feel like I'm forgetting some. Hollow Knight, like a soul game has. Well, that was great. Oh yeah, I also have Hollow Knight, and I have also started that, but I haven't finished it. Well, I also so far do love Hollow Knight, and I'm just hoping I can collect everything, because I've already been spoiled on the fact that you know who the final boss is, but I'm just kind of like looking forward. It's like, man, I can't wait. I want to see if I can find every collector, see if I can find all this stuff, and then it's like, let's fight the Hollow Knight. At first, when I did start playing Hollow Knight, I did suck at fighting a lot of the bosses. But over time, I started getting, you know, the whole entire thing with like Dark Souls. You suck at first, but then you get so good that you just memorize all the patterns. There's actually someone who on YouTube speedruns.
Always look forward to this.
Anything we can use?
They speedrun the game. They speedrun Hollow Knight. Oh wait, this is more damage, and has I have better scalings because of my build. Oh, Hadouken! I think his name's Fire. Like, he'll do speedruns, but he's being hunted, and they're just too fun to watch. That's actually part of the reason Fire's been lit. Oh, I always thought that would over here reveals the area. Yes, and
Can't say I'd like to stick
dodges them on Hollow Knight. Oh wait.
Oh, missile. A little luck at last.
We can rest here for a while.
So I know there's a chest over there. Level up. The thing is, I have the assassin class. I can get stuff. Not reduces the amount of sound you create, making it more difficult to be detected. Ooh, overdrive, temporary. Oh, stun. Oh, stun trap. Shadow assault. I need that. Got it. I have now shadow assault. Ooh, I need the sharpened fangs. That is something I need. Here's some of the images. That's very good. Stick with Dark Secret now. Oh yeah, currently my stats B, 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 D. Actually, if I switch to this class... Oh, it just gives me more strength. Nah. I want to stick with dexterity so I can keep my class. I found the Sunset Sword. It was Shadow Assault. And what was the other one? Is it a passive? It might be a passive. Sharpened... not sharpened thing. Let's get rid of Venom buff and... Yeah, this one. Sharpened Fangs. Let's go. We've become almost an assassin.
Sorry. Moving out. Bring it anytime.
Oh, fucking sea urchins. I didn't realize these were sea urchins. Oh, I thought that attack looked familiar. The Shadow Assault. I've used that before in past times I've played the game. I started playing 3000 Duel on Switch and it's hard and it's like a Souls game.
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
Ah, the Impaler. It's dexterity and does more damage. I'll take the Impaler. I am Vlad the Impaler. Dracula. Wait. Is there potential items I've missed over? No, there's no potential items missed over there. I think I've 100%ed this area. Let me check the fast travel. Teleport. 83%. So I've missed some stuff. Okay, I'll come back later when I'm probably not streaming and finish. I know I haven't heard of it. So you've just put a game on my... Oh. I think this right here might be part of why I haven't finished discovering the area.
Don't worry. It'll be clean and
Nicola! Don't you dare harm the best boy. Nicola the man. He's not a kid, he's a man.
fire. It's a seafloor oil.
Nicola!
Damn it. Where'd he run off to? These ashes are the boys.
I will say,
It's coming.
part of the reason I used to hate this boss, but I kind of like this boss because we meet Mia in this area, and this boss reminds me of Mia because it has like, almost the same hairstyle. I feel like the boss's face also... This boss was easy. Oh, it's especially easy if you're using electricity like I am, because I have poison and electricity in my build. Because it's a water boss, so it's weak to electric. Let's go. Time for easy boss. But yeah, this boss reminds me of Mia. It's mainly just like the hair. Is why I'm getting Mia vibes.
Bring it anytime. That's
Electric. Oh. The only thing is that if you get hit too much, you get slowed. Oh, it's that attack.
bring it anytime.
Okay, the poison has been applied. Let's heal up. I will say when she sometimes she'll get a bit glitched and non-stop slide across the map or the arena, and it sucks. Nope. Yakumo, you have electric power now. Do increased damage, buddy.
No harm in
Funny enough, this boss's weapon's very good for spellcasters. Because remember, it has, like, high, like, skill scaling. Or not skill, it has, like, high gift scaling. Like, dark and light gifts, like, do more damage if you have that. Or it does damage based off of that. Can't remember. It's been a while.
Damn it.
I like the fast pace. There's like, get it out of her hands fast. I will say that kind of transition though does blind you a bit, especially if you're a bit sensitive to light sometimes.
Sorry, but it's time.
Nicola.
Sleep so late, you know.
I will say, Code Vein also deserves a sequel. If they ever decide to make a second game, I'm like, if I hear the moment, second Code Vein game officially confirmed, immediate money down. It's like, take my money, give me the second, because, Code Vein's just such a good game.
I want to keep Mia safe.
At some point, I gotta bring back my Power World series.
You have a noble spirit, Nicola. I respect that.
Oh, and the best part, the best part about Nicola's character is I love that his dream sequence takes you to a snowy area, because I love snowy mountain areas. Because you can hear the snow. And because I'm going to do the bad ending with Blue Rose, one of the requirements is not to talk to anybody during these scenes. Well, during the mandatory, like, it's like after you fight the bosses and you have the dream sequences, you're not supposed to like talk to the boss whatsoever, unless it's like a mandatory cutscene.
What was all of that?
It's a dream. You like this better than Bloodborne and Dark Souls? That is a tough question. If I had to make a kind of list of Soul likes and Soul games, like for instance, I think number 1 would have to be Dark Souls 2 for me. Well, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin specifically, because that game wasn't broken. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne.
Mia.
Yeah, Bloodborne, then
Nicola.
Code Vein, then Elden Ring, and then Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
I'll be back.
The main reason Elden Ring's a bit low on the list it took me a long time. I wouldn't say a long time, but it took me about, I want to say 3 months to beat the game, and that was me just trying to find everything. And there were certain areas that I felt like I knew. Well,
Where?
a bit tough, but I would definitely put Bloodborne and Dark Souls above, mainly because I played those first. And that's why those are much higher on the list, but I put Code Vein right after. And I put Sekiro at last because it took me for, I want to say, out of all the Soul games to play and beat,
Nicola.
I had easier time playing Bloodborne than Sekiro. And it's mainly because I'm a person who has very slow reflexes, especially in games. Sometimes, in certain boss fights where I used to get hit all the time in boss fights, but now sometimes I hardly get hit, or I'll get hit a little bit. I was actually the reason I didn't put Dark Souls 1 first is mainly Nito and the Bed of Chaos are the bane of my existence. Seath the Scaleless, no problem. No problem with Seath the Scaleless. It's just the Bed of Chaos in Nito. I have a bit of a grudge against them. And Dark Souls 2, I just have fun playing that all the time. Mainly, I played it at a friend's house. And I still have to buy the game for... Which one was the hardest for you? I would say Bloodborne. If we're talking boss-wise and what gear you can get, Bloodborne. If we're talking just overall difficulty, I might have to give it a Demon Souls. I forgot to add Demon Souls onto the list. I was actually gonna say Demon Souls is at number 1 instead of Dark Souls 2 because I love me the original Demon Souls. Because that last one of those last bosses in Demon Souls will quite literally steal your levels away. Like say you're like level say 100. If you get hit by one of his attacks, you start losing your actual physical levels, and it's like that's brutal. He got me 3 times with that move. I went from I think I was around like a level 100, straight to like level 50 is how many times he got me. It was like, I was like so like low level, and then I found out, oh, I wasn't a spellcaster when I was fighting him either. I was a dexterity build, and I had a bow, and I had a shit ton of arrows. And I was like, why am I not? Because I found out from a certain range, I could hit him with my arrows, and he wouldn't attack me. And once I figured that out, I just pelted the boss with arrows.
Why does every blood vein we find lead back to the old city ruins?
The key to finding the source is there. That's all I can say for certain.
Sure, but we've been everywhere we can...
Try here.
Yep. There's Mia with the plan.
You know the statue of the goddess in the ruins? There's a mechanism inside of it.
I see. So that's our ticket.
Hey, are you sure you should...
I need Mia's blood code now.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry.
Because I'm pretty sure hers has the stats I'm looking
I
for,
hope I'll get a chance to repay you.
if I'm remembering correctly.
That information is more than enough.
Join the detective agency.
There's a favor I'd like to ask. I'd like you to tell me how to get here. Please, it's really important to me. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I'd love to tell you, if I knew.
I'm not sure of the path there myself. Other than that, it's sealed off by miasma.
I see. Sorry, I don't mean to make demands of you.
Is there any bosses in this
Not
past that
impossible, though.
slime part?
We were able to pass through the miasma. Thanks to our...
I'm trying to remember exactly where you said you were at, cause
I'm sure we'll find...
I mean, if I get to the area and you say, "Oh, you're right here,"
Of course.
then
you will
I know
help us
exactly
out with our objective first.
the hard. Well, okay, there is a hard boss in this game.
As long as
It's
I have
way like towards the end of the game. It's the hard equivalent of Ornstein and Smo. That's all I will tell you. There are like Ornstein level and Ornstein and Smo levels of hard.
Well, great. I guess that's settled then. You are now officially one of our friends.
friends?
No, she joined the
I'm
agency.
Yakumo. This brainiac here is Louis. And... Huh? Where'd Murasame and Io get to?
I mean, if that's okay.
It is.
Actually, I don't think we've gotten your name yet.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Rest of them I beat.
Ornstein.
I beat
I'm
Ben
ready to
easy.
fight if you guys ever need the help.
Well, they mainly save a lot of the hard enemies and bosses towards the end.
Seriously?
Because the end is where the game starts getting really good. And you're heavily invested. Like, on the final boss, I remember one of my characters, I had so much trouble fighting the final boss. Handshake. I will say, Blue Rose's hair used to be blue, but then I got complaints that it was too much like a Naruto character, so I switched it to white to be closer than Virgil from Devil May Cry. Oh, I think I just remembered a hard boss.
Here has been conquered. Everyone's stuff is fixed up and ready.
Have you done the memory? Have you gone back in time? Or you should have if you've already beat the one boss that revives itself.
Well, you'll find the source for sure this time, right?
The boss at the end of the memory.
Get back.
That boss particular comes back and he's
Look at
stronger.
all this stuff. Did you
The
gather
stronger
it
one's
yourself?
actually a pretty good fight.
Oh, you're feeling better.
First time he just pushed Yakumo.
You and I are about the same age, aren't we? We're gonna be besties, I can tell.
You're freaking her out.
She's like that with everyone. Just smile and nod and it'll be fine.
Rasame's gonna kick your ass, Yakumo.
Now, those aren't for you, Io. We wouldn't want you to get hurt.
That's right. No need to rush recklessly into battle. There are people waiting for us at home after all.
Wait, there's a katana on the wall. Can I get?
Well, where would we be?
I just become full-on Virgil and Code Vein.
Yakumo looks sad.
Give me a break. And don't look at me like that. It's no big deal, okay?
Liar, it's a big deal.
My friends are important. They're like family to me. My friends were all scattered after the Great Collapse. I don't even know if any of them survived.
I want to make a joke, but this is important plot point.
But every time we go somewhere new, I keep an eye out for them.
Past that slime part. My brain you say slime part, and all I think is the desert area.
Really nasty rejections. Back when I became.
But I don't know if you've reached that point.
Honestly, I was right on the brink of losing myself. It was my friends that pulled me back, kept me safe. Bunch of sentimental fools.
I just know I need the other Revenant ability from Coco, because hers is the, drops more Ichor.
That's how much my friends.
I usually, like, when I play Dark Souls, I would have the Silver Serpent Ring and the Gold Crescent,
Man's work is never
Gold Serpent Ring equipped, so that's increased item discovery and increased souls. It's usually what I ran. If we're talking, like, rings from Dark Souls.
Well, you're in awfully high spirits.
What do
He's
you mean?
thinking of murder.
Normally, you've got eyes like a dead fish. But now, you actually seem alive for once.
He is alive.
I'm just glad you found some friends to cheer you up.
I just realized I've pushed my chair all the way back from my desk. Let me scoot up some more. Okay, I fixed it. I was like, how the hell did that happen? Like, somehow I was slowly moving my chair back while I was fighting, and I didn't realize it.
I suppose you're right.